Hello, my name is Robert Dickerson, and I want to present to you some of the issues at the London and Brock intersection and the potential solution. So this is me and my young son in a stroller. I trying to cross the street on London Road, and a black convertible runs a red light, almost hits me and almost hits these two vehicles there going onto London Road. Another very dangerous situation here. My wife is trying to cross the street. She sees the white truck, but the white truck doesn't see her. In the last moment, he hits the brakes and some words were exchanged here. This was a very dangerous situation again. That's me again with my son in the stroller. Maybe I should quickly walk with my son, but again, wow! Here the cab almost ran us over, so close. Yes, he had a green light, but also I had a cross light here. What is going on? So now look on the car coming north on Brock Street, going the middle lane, wants to turn right on red. I have the light. I started walking across, hit the brakes really hard in the last moment, and I could have been run over here again. That's why we need to change something. So what is the current status as of today, January 18th, 2021? Last year, on June 22nd, was the first discussion at Council. This resulted into a study. The study then was presented on November 23rd last year. And from the study, there were several action items. So far, only one sign is erected on London Road going westbound, and the neighbors on the southeast and southwest corner of the London and Brock intersection were contacted asking if they would like to sell land, and if not, they will be expropriated. I think there is no need to acquire more land or even expropriate land. The city already has enough land. And really the bottom line is that these roads here, Brock and London, are wide and straight roads. And these kind of roads, the wide and straight roads in the city, are dangerous. Let's think about this for a moment. What we need to do is to use the land we already have smarter. Do a better and wiser and smarter design of the existing roadways. Short-term action item would be, and that means really immediately, tomorrow, put up a no turn on red on Brock Street and London Road. You see it here. It's a big version, it's a small version. I want it right there. This will prevent people zipping around, racing down Brock Street and just go way too fast around the corner and potentially run over pedestrian. As a medium to long-term action item, I would like to amend the Transportation Master Plan of 2013. It's a wonderful document with very good ideas. However, I noticed that London Road is not included into it, and it should be. So please amend the Transportation Master Plan and include London Road in there. Further, look at the concept that's already in there of Brock and Bidle Street with the bicycle lanes, and then change it a little bit. You have a visual in the lower right corner. So in principle, what I want to have is that the left lane is used for road parking, the middle lane will be the travel lane, and then the right lane will be a bicycle lane. How it looks concretely at Brock and London intersection is the following. So the left now, in this case, will be the left turning lane. Only one, that's very important because only one left turning lane will remove the confusion going then westbound on London Road. The middle lane will be the right turning lane. This will help with the visibility because from the vantage point of the middle, it's better to see turning right, you see the pedestrian better. There's no need to buy or expropriate land from those two properties here. And then the right lane is the bicycle lane. And the visual here is on green there. So you see how there's like a little shootout over to the left to allow the bicyclists actually do a safe left turn onto London Road. And you see also the London Road has now a bicycle lane. Again, this is another visual of my porch of tour for London Road. So that's how it will look like as my idea with the new amended Transportation Master Plan in the case of Brock Street and particular Brock and London Road intersection. You see that the right lane It's used the bicycle lane, the middle lane is the right turn lane, and the left lane is only the one left turn lane onto London Road. Plus, we have the lovely no turn on red sign there to prevent people turning right on red. As you see here, the visibility triangle is much more improved. Also note, look at Brock Street here. It's straight as it could be. It goes all the way down to George Street. What happens here is there's this wide and straight design. Motorists just boot down the street, speed as crazy as they could to make the green light, or as currently, just zip and make a right turn on red. This is dangerous. This can be designed better, and my idea of amending the transportation master plan, this is bicycle lane, and allowing cars to be parked on the left lane further down, is a road diet. It will make the road safer. Another medium-term action item is to create school zone or community safety zones around schools. This should be done at all schools, not just London Road. However, let's start with London Road School. Why not? Reduce the speed limit, increase the fines for motorists that disobey the rules, and here in Toronto, they start to use the municipal speed camera. Also, when we look at this picture, what we see is a 4-lane road similar to London Road, has a bicycle lane, white boulevard, and pedestrian walk here. And to educate the motorists, there is this speed radar there that tells you how fast you go. Maybe this would be a valuable education tool to use at this intersection, Brock and London as well. I also would like to see that the general speed limit in Sarnia will be dropped to 40 kilometers per hour. And why I suggest this and all the other items is because there is a so-called vision out there, Vision Zero. I will read this to you. Vision Zero is a strategy to eliminate all traffic fatalities and severe injuries while increasing the safe and healthy, equitable mobility for all, really for all people here. First implemented in Sweden in the 1990s, Vision Zero has proven successful across Europe, and now it's gaining momentum in major American cities. Vision Zero is not a slogan, not a tagline, not even a program. It's a fundamentally different way to approach traffic safety. And this can be implemented in Sarnia, in particular at the Brock and London intersection. We have a lot of road real estate there. We can use it better. We can design it better. It's the systems approach here. And really, at the end, we will save lives doing it right. Let's have a closer look to my point about the speed limit. This is miles per hour. So you see below there the conversion to kilometers per hour. 64 kilometers per hour, the right item here, it's a common speed that people travel here in Sarnia. And you see, if at that speed a pedestrian is hit, only 1 out of 10 pedestrians will survive. If the speed is reduced to 48 kilometers per hour, 5 out of 10 will survive. And even further, 32 kilometers per hour, 9 out of 10 pedestrians will survive. So what's the bottom line here? Speed kills, and if you reduce the speed limit, the weakest chain here, the pedestrian, will survive. So particularly vulnerable people like little kids at schools, the speed limit must be drastically reduced to save lives here. For more resources, please go to the website listed below. Dear councillors, thank you for your attention. I'm happy to entertain any question, and really, I plead with you, we need action now. If there's one item you want to do today, put this no turn on red sign at Brock and London and look at my suggestion further. There are many things that can be done differently, but I only have so much time to present, and these are the most important items in my mind. I'm happy to entertain any question. Thank you so much for your attention.